Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Kitty Broom here, just a little bit after 7 o'clock, and welcome to our first Swiss Gold Global Australia hangout. And obviously that's working there. Now, I'm joined tonight by Paul Weeks. G'day, Paul, down there on the Gold Coast. How are you, mate?
Hey, I'm pretty good. Beautiful weather down here, 30 degrees, lovely sunny Gold Coast in the middle of winter.
Now we just mute your mic there. We've just got to do mic muting between the two of us. Our internet speed's a little bit slow tonight. So first off, this is a fantastic opportunity for us to connect with everyone here in Australia and all over different parts of the world as we go along. And this is our live hangout number 1. And it's all about Swiss Gold Global and the opportunity that we have right in front of us, folks. And we've just been checking our apps on the phone, and the Bitcoin price has just gone through the roof. It's just unbelievable what's happened since the fork on nearly 2 weeks ago now, the 1st of, oh, wow, 1st of August. It's gone to it's gone to $5,242, Paul. Just there. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. 5,242 Australian dollars, 4,127 American. It's just as though it's on steroids, the thing. So absolutely fantastic. So what it means for us is that the company, we've made a decision to join Swiss Gold Global, and we had our first Australian event last Sunday, last Sunday on the 6th. We had the owner of the company, Bill Rowell, and the worldwide presidential affiliate, number 1 affiliate in the world, Claudia Eifert. She was here as well. And we had about 55 people there down here in Brisbane. What a fantastic day that was. And we all learnt so much listening to the owner of his story and how he started the company back in 2008, how many thousands of gold and silver customers he has, and now in the company we started Bitcoin mining and Ethereum mining and Litecoin and Dashcoin and Zcash mining back in November 2016. After about 18 months of thoughtful process of going through the opportunity to start Bitcoin mining and striking a strategic partnership with the number 1 worldwide mining company outside of China, and that's Genesis Mining. And the tips and the information that we gained last week and the 3 days that I spent with Bill and Claudia really cemented and reinforced the feeling I had for the company, and Paul's feeling the same way. We're really pumped because in Australia, no one knows about Bitcoin. I'd say, 1 in 10 maybe, and there's 24 million people in Australia. So that means 1 in 10's only 240,000 know about Bitcoin. So it's only 250,000 people know about Bitcoin. Is that right? That's 240,000. That's 10%. Yeah, 1 in 10, 10%. My maths are right, Paul. I did go to school at some stage growing up. So isn't that an opportunity to talk to everybody? And like I said at the event, just show them your card. Do you take Bitcoin? That's my CoinJar Australian company. So when I'm buying a coffee or when I go to Coles or Woolworths and I use my card, it's just an EFTPOS card. So it converts Bitcoin into the local currency. Now, even though Bitcoin is $5,000 or $5,200 for 1 Bitcoin, I only use fractions of a Bitcoin in my account. So if I buy a coffee for $4, then it's like 0.000000253 of a Bitcoin. So you don't get freaking out if it's on 5,200. I can't get involved. Well, you just buy $10 worth of Bitcoin or $20 worth of Bitcoin or Bitcoin mining. So I sort of, along with Paul, I discovered Bitcoin probably 18 months to 2 years ago through another program who solely used Bitcoin. And that's where my knowledge and learning started. And this is like an extension for me with Swiss Gold Global to be in the mining side, which is the engine room behind Bitcoin, the Bitcoin mining side. So I'm totally focused and pumped about the opportunity for our group here in Australia, and to grow and grow and grow as we will do. Paul, you're on the Gold Coast. Can you sort of give us an idea of how you found Bitcoin and your thoughts maybe over the last 6 to 12 months of what's happened? It's been quite remarkable, but I'd like to hear your thoughts, mate. Go ahead.
Yes, a similar situation. Keithy, I discovered this little coin as they told me that, no, that's not real. I said, oh, no, it's not. But what is it? That was 2 years ago. So for a little while, I kept thinking, well, that's Bitcoin. But no, it's not, because it's digital. But people still like to see something. So that's what we keep telling people about. The rise of Bitcoin has been amazing. We've looked at all sorts of programs that have been using Bitcoin. And the Swiss Gold Global has certainly come to the rise now. And with Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining, that's just something new that I haven't been involved with before. But Bill Roll coming out here and giving us a great rundown of how the business is structured. As you say, it's really got me pumped up, and a number of my people as well.
The good thing about just mute your mic there, Paul. We'll have to do this muting, jockeying thing. Yeah, thank you. This particular business that we're in, Swiss Gold Global, is 4 key words: part-time passive income. Part-time passive income. And that's what people are looking for. So when you talk to people about Bitcoin mining and the ability to just buy a few $30 US contracts, it's about $40 Australian, and purchase these contracts, and the mining side of the business, the transaction, the maintenance of the computers, the electricity is all run by somebody else, and you have no requirement to do physically anything. So it's the ultimate part-time passive income. And just to give people a quick rundown of what Bitcoin mining is, you have Bitcoin as a digital currency. It's been around since 2008, and now it's just grown and grown and grown in popularity. It's legal currency in Japan, South Korea, and Russia. In Australia, on July the 1st, the Australian government dropped the GST, which is goods and services tax, for any companies who buy and sell Bitcoin. There's no 10% GST. That's all been dropped off. A number of politicians down in Canberra, the capital of Australia, as far as where the government is located, they're all in favour of Bitcoin. So it's slowly just starting to creep into mainstream media a bit as well. And we're in a situation now that everyone's watching, and people who have joined Swiss Gold Global with the mining side. Now, Bitcoin may fluctuate up and down $100 or $200, but the Bitcoin mining contracts that pay out will just fluctuate up and down a little bit. So when I send, for example, $100 worth of Bitcoin from my Bitcoin account, my CoinJar account, to Paul's Bitcoin wallet, wherever he has his account set up, it'll take about 5 seconds, and it'll cost me maybe 15 cents or 20 cents in a transfer fee. Now, those fees and there's transactions done every second of every day. A couple of days ago, there's 273,000 Bitcoin transactions just in one 24-hour period. They generated about $8 million Australian in transaction fees. Now, that's paid out to the companies who run the network, who have the computers, who pay for the electricity, who make sure the Bitcoin network, computer network, is up and running and stable. They get paid from the transaction fees. So there's millions of dollars being paid out every week to the Bitcoin miners. Now, Swiss Gold Global is in partnership with Genesis Mining, the largest, as I said, company outside China. So they get a lot of money in, and they offer $30 US contracts, Bitcoin mining contracts. But the great thing is they're open-ended. So for example, if today I was to buy a Swiss Gold Global $30 US contract for Bitcoin, and I get paid every day into my account and then into my wallet here in Australia automatically, don't have to do anything, which I love. That's absolutely brilliant. At the current rate of Bitcoin, we worked out to be about 6 to 7 months to get that $30 back. So for an investment in a business that you can get your return within 7 months is pretty amazing. And what you have to do is absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But here's what, yeah, that's right, Paul. That's right. Absolutely nothing. But what Bill says his favorite word is compounding. So what he means by that is that every day the money gets paid back into your earnings, get paid into your local Bitcoin wallet, as its terminology. Then when you get $30, you put that back into the business and buy another contract. So it might, me personally, I'm on a 180-day plan for my Bitcoin mining, and I'm on day, what am I on? 79, 80, 81. I'm on day 82 of my plan of 160. So 180 days. So I'm just, any profit I get, I'm putting it back by buying more contracts to compound, getting my profit and making more profit. So that's the compounding aspect of it. Now, some people may have a shorter plan, like a 90-day plan or a 60-day plan or a 30-day plan, depending on what sort of money they put into the business, or a 150-day plan. I'm on a 180-day plan. So I'm 82 days in, almost halfway there. And I've grown and grown, and I've talked to people about it. So I just want to ask you, Paul, what's your plan for Swiss Gold Global?
Similar situation. Probably working on about a 70-30 situation. 70% rebuy and 30% I'll be taking out. So over whatever period that'll be, as you say, 180 days. Yeah, so 70-30 is what I'm working on.
What date did you start? You got a rough idea? Just, we've got to do the microphone.
Yeah, 12th of July.
4th of July. So that's 4th of July, August. Well, you about 30 odd days.
Just over a month ago.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's you've only just got going. I'll just mute the mic there. Your mic, Paul. Yeah, good on you, mate. Thank you. 30 days in, a plan of 60 days, 90 days, take a percentage out. It's up to you really what you want to do. The opportunity is just to work out a plan yourself. And that's the major thing. It is a business. So you've got to work on a business plan. Now, if you can if you're in Australia, you can join our Swiss Gold Global Australian Facebook group. We just created that today. Got a whole heap of people joined already. And the idea is that we help each other and share information, share videos, and direct people in the right direction there's a calculator out there. You can calculate your earnings, a bit of compounding as well. So there's things that can be accessed that'll help you in your business. And if you treat it as a business and be committed, and just if you want to do something on your own, or if you do want to grow your business within Swiss Gold Global, it's up to you. The opportunity is absolutely tremendous. And to give you a rundown, most people that join me in my team, I've got about 30 odd people in my team now, they are free customers. And they've just joined Swiss Gold Global. They joined up as a free member. And they've just decided that I'd just like to get some passive income part-time. And all they have to do is sign up, provide their information, that the real person, that's called KYC, Know Your Customer, which is driver's license or passport, and print off a 2-page document that you fill in to propagate your name, address and everything. and send that back to the company. And then you can purchase Bitcoin mining contracts or Ethereum mining contracts at the moment. They're sold out of Litecoin, Dashcoin, and Zcash ones. They'll be bought back in shortly. But at the moment, like today or the other day, I bought a Bitcoin mining contract. I paid for it with Bitcoin. You can pay for it with a credit card or a money order, or if you have an account set up and there's some funds inside the Swiss Gold Global account, you can pay with it. It's called a gift certificate. But I just paid for it with Bitcoin. It was live and earning within about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And that's it. There's a sliding scale. You can make a single purchase of $30 for 0.2 of a terahash of actually mining power, or you can slide it up to make it $60 or slide it a bit further, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240, whatever you like for a purchase. And then you can come back the next day or an hour later and make another purchase of $60 or $90. If you slide it all the way along, you get up to $1,950 for 15 terahash worth of mining power. The actual real value is about $2,300. There's a discount when you slide it all the way to the end. You get a $200 or $300 discount, $1,950 US for 15 terahash. In Australian dollars, that's about $2,600. And on the price of Bitcoin the other day, that was returning about 13 Australian dollars a day, passively into your account, into your coin jar account every day without doing anything, which is absolutely fantastic. Paul, I want to bring you in on your thoughts of what you think about this passive side of it. Who will this appeal to, the passive side in the people that you talk to?
Oh, well, hey, I think everybody's a little bit passive. I like the sound of that. That's really, really good. And where it really comes into people that I've spoken to, it's trying to save for a home loan, for instance, like a savings plan, and that the passive insight comes in. They can build on it to get that home loan, to get into the future, or just go out on a holiday. So it's the passive income that's coming in each day. They've got their real job, but the passive income that's coming in from here allows them to do things that they never thought possible before.
All sorts of people can get involved, from young people. Imagine the opportunity we could have had when we're like, if this had been around 40 years ago for us, Paul, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing now, two old blokes chatting to each other on a Monday night. We would be living the life of Riley, as they say, or living a fantastic life. Not that our lives aren't fantastic as they are, because we've met each other through working online and created a fantastic group here. But the opportunity for people who are just starting out now is vastly different than it was when I was 19 and 20 and 21. No internet, of course. We still use the carrier pigeons with the little notes on the legs, you know, those, and just throw them in the air, you know. Yeah, that's right. So everything's changed, but what an opportunity. And as I spoke to a person today, I had coffee with the guys in my team. He's bought the 15 terahash. I spent the $2,600. And he just wants something that's ticking away in the background that he doesn't have to think about, the passive income that will be paid into his coin jar account, that he can have one of his cards and just go and do his normal shopping and his normal day-to-day life activities with that passive income in the background that he doesn't have to worry about. Now, he's a guy who's in his late 50s. There are couples who could spare $30 a week, could maybe spare $60 a week in the right environment, where they could put this away and buy contracts, mining contracts, that would immediately be returning every day into their account. Every day. It's not as if you go to the Commonwealth Bank in Australia or the ANZ or the National Bank and give them $5,000 and they'll give you a quarterly interest payment of $2.50 or whatever it is for the bank rate. It's only 3% or something. This is daily income passively. Now, that's very hard to argue against. But for people watching, you've just got to try and explain it as easily as possible to people. So I'll give you my explanation in a minute, and then I'll ask you, Paul, to do your explanation of what you do. And they may be similar, they might be the same, or they might be a little bit different. But when people are asking me, I'll pay for a coffee, I said, do you accept Bitcoin? And they say, well, what's Bitcoin? I said, well, it's a digital currency. It's been around since 2008. It's now accepted in Japan, South Korea, and Russia. And I can't hold a Bitcoin in my hand, but it's traded online. Now, if I was to buy Bitcoin back in February 2013, it would have cost me $12 Australian, but now they're 5,200. So I do the mining side, which is the engine room behind. I make passive income every day from buying $30 US contracts with the mining company that runs the network behind. I get paid every day, a few cents every day, and it goes on and on. It's open-ended contract, which will go for year after year after year, as long as they're mining Bitcoin through our company, Swiss Gold Global. Isn't that fantastic? So that's a basic rundown in a minute. So Paul, I'll throw to you. What do you, how do you explain it?
Well, I was at a news agency today, and I went to put some money into my CoinJar account, and the lady there said, "Look, I've been watching people do this. What is Bitcoin?" So here is a lady that takes money from people every day, but she never understood what they were doing with it. So fortunate enough, she had some time, and I explained it to her that how we put money into our account, and it goes into our CoinJar account, so as to enable us to use that money to either go into Swiss Gold Global or whichever way we want to do it. Bitcoin goes up and down. She got a little bit of a handle around that, so she knew a little bit more about it. What I like about with Swiss Gold Global is it's very easy to explain it to people that it's just set and forget. You just do what you buy your contracts, as many contracts as you wish to buy. There is no pension or discount if anybody's out there asking the question. But as Bill Rowell explained to me very quickly, that if you buy $1,950 worth, there's your discount. So, Bill, I like the set and forget. That is so easy to do, especially at our age. It's the way to go with Swiss Gold Global. I did want to say something else there, Keith. A school in Victoria, a primary school, is actually teaching students down there now all about cryptocurrency, which is a real, whoa, that's fantastic news for schools throughout Australia. I think it's the only one. It's really on the go in schools now. So let's hope and see what happens from here. Right.
Well, we're going to keep these little hangouts to 30 minutes. So we've got about 5 minutes left. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen and just give people a very quick look at my back office in Swiss Gold Global. So if you can just, if you can see my screen, can you just let me know if you can? Just unmute, yeah.
Yep, it's there. It's good.
Okay, I'll just double check on Facebook. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, just mute yourself. Okay, so in my back office now, and you can see me moving the mouse around. This is I'm ranked as an affiliate. So I bought a package to I joined a free customer, and you just upgrade if you wish to the affiliate packages. So the most important thing here, look at all these hangouts. So Bill is so active, and Claudia as well. This is coming up tomorrow. Then there's another one on Sunday with Bill, the following Wednesday with Bill, and the following Friday with we've got Carlotta that's part of the team there. So there's always something happening within the company live during the week for information, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Now, this is my favorite button, the crypto button, my crypto. Now it comes to my dashboard here, and my personal hash rate at the moment is 26.25 terahash. Now, based on the Bitcoin rate, which is 37.89, which is a little bit lower than it actually is, according to my app here, based on how much hash power or earning power I have, I would expect to receive $19.95 American per day. Now, so call it $20, so that's $140 a week, $280, $560 a month at the moment. I've only been going 2.5 months. And the transaction histories of when I purchase, the bonuses here are of my teammates buying contracts. Now, when they buy a contract and they're in my team, I get 2.5% of the hash rate of their account, of their contract, paid every day as well. So it adds to my hash rate, which is 26.5, I think it was. So they're all open-ended. They're all Bitcoin. If I just scroll down, these ones are Ethereum here. They're 2-year contracts for Ethereum, which is 730 days. So there you go, open-ended. There's a purchase for me, purchase for their purchase, and a few bonus ones as well. And the most important thing is, we'll scroll down here, is the transaction history for payouts. Here's a transaction paid out the 14th, the 12th. They're every 2 days at the moment. Paid out on the 10th. This is to my account in Australia. To my account in Australia. So that'll go to every day in the next few days, as they've got a back office thing they're doing with Genesis Mining. So you can see that that's gone through to my account and back to zero, and it'll be tallying up. Today's the 14th. So every second day at the moment, I'm getting paid in Australia. So that's. I'm just going to unshare my screen. Just let me know when I'm back, Paul. Thumbs up when I'm back. Okay, good. So that shows you my back office very, very briefly and very, very easily that it's paid every second day at the moment. It's going to be every day in a few days from now. If you introduce people into the business, you get a 2.5%. But even if you're a free member, which is the best thing ever, if you just join as a free member and someone joins with you in your little team, you get 2.5% commission on their contracts in hash power, which adds to your hash power, which just gives you a few more cents a day, every day, a few more cents, a few more cents. It will add up over time and be absolutely fantastic. Well, that's 30 minutes. We want to keep it short and sharp for the first one. We've had a number of people watching. I've even got Steve in the UK watching. Must be, what's it? You're about 10 hours behind. So, oh no, well, it's 7:30 now, less 19:30. So it's like 9:30 in the morning for you, Steve. So that's all good, mate. That's fantastic. And good to see you keep an eye on us Aussies down under to see what's going on. Untapped market here in Australia. Hardly anyone knows about Bitcoin mining, and hardly anyone knows about Swiss Gold Global, which is a massive positive, a massive, massive positive for anyone watching. So any final thoughts, Paul? I'll throw to you. Any final?
Yeah, well, you said we know some people in Nimbin that know about Swiss Gold Global, which is pretty exciting. Then we also got lots of people in Sydney. Hopefully they're watching tonight. If not, they'll watch the tomorrow's episode. No, I don't. Nothing much else at this point in time. Just get on and purchase your contracts in Swiss Gold Global. Yeah.
Hey, mate. Thanks very much, Paul. Good to catch up again. We'll see you next Monday. Now, if maybe about to make it in the morning session or the night, there's possibility we'll do a 10 a.m. next Monday and a 7 p.m. next Monday night, just to link in with Europe a bit more as well. So it's a goodbye from Paul. Thanks very much, Paul, for coming on tonight. Hopefully we've given you a quick introduction, quick look at the back office, and it is nothing but positivity moving forward for this company, Swiss Gold Global. Spread the word. If you need any questions, just message me on Facebook or leave a comment under the video, and we'll get back to you with some information. If someone's invited you to this video, just get back to them and ask them for more information. And we've got a Facebook group now in Australia for Australians as Swiss Gold Global Australia. And we're going to help everybody as we go along. There'll be heaps of people wanting to join us. So get involved now, folks. Bitcoin mining is the way to go. See you soon. Bye-bye. Thanks very much.